the garage, I moved an old piece of furniture and saw a huge scaly tail poking out. I jumped back, freaking out, thinking it was a giant rat. Upon closer inspection, I discovered it actually was a possum. Was sluggish and not making any attempts to get out of the garage. It just sat there, sort of looking at me in the corner. I had to regroup, rethink, figure out how I was going to finish cleaning the garage with this new development. I spoke to my girl on the phone and asked her if she had any idea what to do about the possum, but she didn't have any friends that could lend a hand or any advice really. I said, I'm going to get the possum out myself. And she said, would you please just call somebody? No doubt afraid that I was going to end up that afternoon in an emergency room getting rabies shots. Nevertheless, I felt I had to press on. So, I armed myself with an old fence post, which I've threaded a piece of cable through, making a loop on the end of it, mimicking those devices that I've seen many times on television whenever an animal control person shows up to deal with a mad Rottweiler or something. The possum was still in the corner, but now it was moving around. It seemed to be a little more awake. I didn't realize at the time, but since possums are nocturnal, this was like someone bothering me at 3 in the morning. I would quickly abandon being sluggish myself if such an invader had come upon me. By the neck with the loop stick that I had made from the fence post and piece of cable. I lifted it up, and the possum began to fight, wrapping its large scaly tail around the stick and making a hissing noise. But then, it stopped. It went completely limp. There was no way I was going to let go of it, so I maneuvered it into the alley and dumped it over the fence. It lay there lying still. I felt terrible. I didn't mean to kill it, I just wanted it out of the garage. Morality weighing heavily upon me, I went back to the house to get a garbage bag to dispose of the now deceased possum. However, as I was almost around the corner, I looked around and saw that the possum had gotten up and was walking down the alleyway. That's really a thing. You've heard that? Playing possum when you play dead to try and escape a situation? That's where that comes from. That's for real. The possum went down the alleyway in the middle of the day and looked over its shoulder at me. It seemed to have a look on its face like, well, all right already. And then it turned around and continued down the alley under a bush, and I never saw it again. So, I'm sorry, Possum, but I couldn't have you in there. I hope you found a new place with a less discriminating garage owner in the neighborhood.